Hello, YouTube. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Mine, pretty productive and a good weekend. So, anyhow, today's Sunday, and on Sundays, I like to give you guys updates on the project I am working on out of my Head to Toe Winter Knits book, which is this book here. Now, I did look it up, and this book is available on Amazon if you're interested. Um, you guys have been voting different times on the project I'll make next. I do plan on making everything in this project or in this book. And the current project I'm working on that you guys voted on was the graphic snood. And here's a picture of the example. I'm trying to see which way to do it the best without getting too much of a glare. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, you know I did try to do it with 6 colors like it calls for. I thought I'd do all pastel colors. The blue and the green were very, very close in colors. Like when they were literally blocked on top of each other, they were hard to tell the difference. And the green only came up once throughout the whole set of the graft. And a lot of ends that you'd have to tie in. So I scratched that and decided to go two-tone. And I would love to have done it in a white and an ombre because the ombre would have changed colors throughout on its own, but I don't have any of the like the Red Heart ombre yarn. So I decided to go, I thought, okay, well, I'll go white, white goes with everything. And I thought at the time, which full skein of yarn did I have that, was literally just a tiny little bit used from when I attempted the version with all the colors. So I decided to go with the lilac. Now, where the little dolphin stitch marker is the end of the full set of the graph. I have now done 5 sets, by the way. And where the wooden bead is where I was 2 weeks ago when I showed it to you. Like I said, I didn't show it last week. I worked on it, and then before I knew, it got pretty late, and I just said, that's it for tonight. So here's where I'm at. Like I said, this is my little marker to let me know that the graph has been completed once. Now it does curl in on itself really bad. But if you go all the way down here, that's where it was last time. So I made a significant amount on it. I believe it's supposed to be 58 inches. I'm not sure where I'm at. I have not measured it. I'm going to do 8 repeats, I think, and then measure it and see from there if it's going to be 1 or 2 more repeats after that. Now, it does bunch up on itself from the yarn carrying back and forth on the back. If you look at the example in the book, it does the same thing, maybe not quite as bad. But if you look, you can see, especially in the white section and the blue, especially in this section right here, I would say. You can see it does bunch up a bit. So that is a norm for carrying the yarn back and forth. I'm going to keep this for myself, or donate it either keep it to myself or donate it to a homeless shelter next year's winter. Our city's having a big issue with a lot of homeless people on the streets and stuff like that. So I don't think they're going to really care as long as it keeps them warm, How the floats look on the back are looking pretty consistent all the way throughout. And that's why you get the bunching because, the floats and stuff. So, but if I'd done this with multiple strands, every set of blocks anywhere from, and the pattern technically called for 1 round to only have 2 rounds in it. And the one before, the block before it, the block after it, those colors were not in those other 2 blocks. And I know 1 block section calls for 3 colors. So I did modify, like that one that was 2 rows. I divided it and put 1 row extra. Actually, I think I just joined it to one of the other rows or blocks in general and just, instead of 4, made it 6. And the block that had the 3 color changes, I took the 1 color, I don't remember if it was color 1, 2, or 3, and divided it in half and put half with the 1 block and half with the other. Just made my own count kind of thing, No big deal. It was easy to alter. But yeah, it's definitely heavy, definitely warm. Um, Still debating on if I'm going to block it or not because I don't know if it will make a difference in the curling or not. But that's how it's coming along now. I do got to give credit where credit's due. This concept was not my idea originally. Um, Again, for those who've watched my channel for any length of time, have heard me mention Erin over at Crafting Kitty many times. I follow her channel pretty regularly, and she has a segment on her channel doing the same idea. You know, she puts patterns out there, you vote for it out of a book she's making everything out of, and she goes forth and makes it. I love the idea. I grabbed it, and I'm doing it with 2 different books right now. Although I think the end of June, yeah, I've done 4 months or 6, so the end of June, I will then be throwing that book in with my amigurumi book that I'm working on, and have it where once that amigurumi book's done, I'm currently working on switching over to the donut books. So, anyways, there is a poll still up right now on my post page for the next 3 items. Now that I've gotten this far along, and now the weather is definitely getting much nicer, I'm going to be at the trailer more, spending more time outside, enjoying the nice weather. I think in the next couple weeks, hopefully this will be done. That's my aim, my goal kind of thing. But I do have a poll still live right now. If you want to go over and find it, there's not much on my post page, like 4 or 5 things. That's about it. And there is a post, 3 items to vote on. I have not gone in it and checked it at all since I posted it months ago because this project's taken some time. But if you want to go over and put a vote in, I will sooner or later make everything that's in the book. Like I said, it just doesn't matter to me which order I make it in, but it makes it fun, you know, switching it up and seeing what you guys pick for me to do next. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the update on this. Again, I apologize for not showing anything last week for it. It's just last week was one of those weeks. So guys, have a great night. I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow with the finished project for my Monday's topic, but we'll see. I haven't picked anything yet to start after said project is done. So we'll see. You guys know me. Sometimes I'm so don't know what I'm going to do next. Sometimes I have like a list of things lined up and it's like just can't get to them fast enough. Anyways, guys, have a great night and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.